Welcome to Final Fantasy X-2 Part 51, and all you have to do is go to the travel agency to see the results of Rin's investigation as you did in Chapter 4. So without further ado, let's go see who exactly is responsible for all the trouble in Chapters 2 and 3.
I am glad you are all here. I would like to talk about the recent string of incidents occurring on the high road.
Now this is the part where you actually have to answer one of three things: strong impact, or hangover, or emotional distress. If you chose strong impact, you're guaranteed to get one of two people, Rikku or the Chocobo here. If you get drunken impact, you'll get the hover driver and the investigation stops there. So with that said, let Rin continue.
Now then, let us try to figure out who perpetrated these nefarious acts. We have already heard some testimony. The hover lost its balance and overturned while attempting to avoid a passerby. But who could that passerby be? We found footprints on one of the malfunctioning machina. So, let me ask you all. Has anyone recently been to the ruins at the high road's south end? And does anyone recall jumping down from a great height?
What? No one else?
One final question. Who among you passed a hover on the new road the other day?
We were together.
I don't remember.
Please, try to recall what happened, Rikku.
Uh-oh. Remember those scenes I told you to watch? Now, they're gonna come into play.
She looks happy.
Whatever works for her.
Shall we?
Yeah, you could barely miss the Homer driver, barely missing Rikku out the corner of your eye when the mission complete screen came up. And then there's the next incident, which is about to happen right about now, where Rikku literally jumped down on the machina right there.
It was me!
Precisely. The hover crashed while trying to avoid hitting you, and you caused the drone machina to malfunction when you landed on it. You, Rikku, are the one who caused these two incidents to occur. I am sure you meant no harm, but your carelessness invited disaster. Allow me to determine Rikku's sentence, if I may.
What sentence?
And I have successfully caught Rikku. And now for her punishment.
Didn't expect trash duty.
glad that's all over.
You must be tired.
As Neta the noob.
Why the chocobos?
They were being employed to power a ferry boat, so I purchased them.
That's great. But can I go home now? I picked up all the trash.
All of the trash?
Every last piece. Look. Oh, yo.
I thank you for your hard work.
Well, get plucking.
This stinks. Feathers aren't trash.
Well, Rikku, if you did the crime, you'll have to do the time. But nonetheless, by getting Rikku as the culprit, we got Ragnarok, which will give you free MP usage. And it's definitely good for magic users. But not to mention, we also can ride chocobos on Mihin Hyro. The same thing would have been done for Rin, as well as the Chocobo Eater. However, Rin will actually give you an item, but you won't get 100%. Anyway, now we have one more place to go, and that's back to Besaid, because in the last episode, I only showed off Blitzball, much to my dismay. So yes, it's time for us to go back to Luca to actually complete the episode here. Because, really, why do we need to do Blitzball? Yeah, seriously, why do we need to do Blitzball at all? Also, why am I standing still? I'll be right back. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm moving. I thought I was just going to be standing there like more than 4 minutes. And that's something I don't want to do. Oh, and by the way, by this time you can go to the theater and access a lot of music. If you already beaten the game once, you'll also access the in-game music as well. And you can actually watch it, as well as listen, or watch the videos that come from the theater, as well as listen to the music, just like you did in Final Fantasy X. Just don't try doing that on YouTube. Apparently copyright is bullshit here on YouTube. Hey, where are you going past me? That's not where you're supposed to go. Neither is that. Get back over there. No, where you need to go is almost to Mihin Hyro's steps, which is right here.
I practiced. Wherever I go, Spira is full of places tied to my memories. Memories of my journey. Memories of you. Huh?
What's wrong?
But it's... you can't see it?
See what?
You need a break?
Wait here!
Alright, now it's time to start this mission. Because you see, Luca started with a mobile, and it will end with a mobile. And the only reason you won't get 100% is if you miss something very important. Which, there's an optional thing for that. Also, you'll miss out on this particular mission if you completely miss out on seeing Yuna cowering in the corner at the very first mission of the game. I am not kidding.
No one else can see it?
Well, if you haven't guessed, most of these are all flashbacks of Tidus in Final Fantasy X-2, which Tidus spent the majority of the game telling the people who was involved with him everything they went through. Now all we have to do is follow the Google to the warp where Yuna, Tidus, Waka, Lulu, and Kimahri got off. And also where Tidus grabbed a microphone, a megaphone, and trash talked the Luca goers. Yeah, he wasn't really a bright one. Granted, they would have won the cup if Blitzball wasn't bullshit back then, but that's okay, that's okay. Anyway, let's finally finish this mission.
These are our memories, yours and mine. But I don't think I'm ready to let them be memories yet. Maybe I'm confused, but it's okay.
What's with you?
A dream, I think. My heart won't stop pounding.
That's not a dream. Not if your heart's pounding like that. You and someone you care about are connected somehow. That's what it is.
How worldly.
I felt that way too.
About who?
I don't know.
Spill it.
Maybe we can trade secrets.
You drive a hard bargain.
I guess everyone's like this. We cling to our secrets, our doubts, our memories. We're never able to put them aside. Even though they confuse us, there are some things we can only find in that confusion. I think it's okay to feel that way.
Well, I hope you got used to missions being easy and comfortable, because guess what? That all stops right about now. I mean, there may be about 3 more missions, maybe 4. But after those 4, it stops. We're going to run into some very tough battles. And we're just going to start running into bosses galore. You might as well just say this chapter is the boss rush. It's the obligatory last chapter boss rush. Every Final Fantasy has them. Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, much to my dismay 11, 12, and oh yes, even 13 and 13 too. And Lightning Returns. Yeah. I'm not even going to talk about that one. Anyway, all the Final Fantasies have a boss rush. But I actually figured out why this scene doesn't trigger, because normally this scene should trigger if I do enough episode completes, or if I actually rested in all 4 chapters, like before starting any missions. And unfortunately, I may have missed a rest, which is in either chapters 3 or 4, one of the 2. No, wait, it's chapters 2. It's chapter 2, that's what it was. No, actually it was chapter 3, it was one of those chapters. But I missed a rest because of it, and now I have to literally go to Via Infinito to make up for the fact that I screwed up big time. But yes, the Youth League tournament. Oh, don't get me wrong, I am not going to record Cloisters 40 through 100. I'm sorry. Because I have not beaten past 80. I was going to, but then my brother erased my data. So anything past 80, I don't know how to deal with it. I mean, Cloister 80, that is.
Lady Yuna! I went to your concert! It was spectacular! I was so moved! Thanks to you, we should be able to resolve our conflicts with New Yevon peacefully. The guys who went to the concert have been going around pushing for a truce.
That's great!
Sadly, there are a great many League members who don't know what to do with their energy. It may sound odd, but they're unhappy about losing the chance to fight. They are so ready to blow up. But Commander Lucille thought of this great idea. Like, what if everybody blew off some steam with a battle tournament?
Sounds like fun.
Uni, maybe we should enter. That would be so cool! Yibel's handling registration, so if you're competing, talk to him.
I'm going to grind. Be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Will you be competing in the tournament? Understood. Allow me to lead the way.
The High Summoner Yuna has graciously agreed to help test our strength. Step forward if you are confident in your skill.
Ooh, I wanna... I, too, accept the honor of entering the tournament. I will never forget the day I was allowed to challenge Lady Yuna.
Very well. All units take your positions. Let the first round commence.
Huh? Me? May the best warrior win.
Alright. Now it's time for the Youth League tournament, starting with Yibel. Yibel has items. That's basically the only thing about him, and his sword as well. His guards are nothing. As you can wholeheartedly see, my gunners literally took these guys out. He has an attack called Sorry, which is basically a grenade, and that's all that's all he's going to do. He's a really hard hitter when it comes down to Sorry, but that's it.
A flawless victory. The next challenger awaits.
The funny part is, Yibel can be turned to stone. Yeah, all these guys here can be turned to stone as well. So that would have made things a hell of a lot quicker, but I figured just giving you guys a challenge, well, giving those guys a challenge actually. So, yeah, I'm just gonna move through the competition like there's no tomorrow. So let's go on ahead and follow Lucille and prepare for battle. Needless to say, using Trigger Happy definitely helps. Also, one other thing you could do all these Youth League goons, they're susceptible to death, except for Yibel and Elma.
You make combat look effortless.
Alright. Let's see. I might have to change up. Sorry, I'm a little tired. It's kind of at night when I did this. And that's like several weeks ago. So yeah, you can tell me I'm tired. Anyway, I'm gonna grab the samurai Dressphere and we're gonna go in and kill off the rest of these guys. That just will make things a lot easier. Alright.
Time to clean up! Right behind you!
The thing that you need to know about some of these mooks, you got League Slasher, League Master, League Scout. They're higher level Youth League goons, and some of them use magic, others use items, and some of them will even cast bad stats on you, like slow and stop. And that's what the Masters were actually planning on doing to me had I not stopped them. Now, League Veterans. League Veterans will always have first strike, regardless. However, that does not stop me from kicking their butts with Shins and Tetsu.
Gullwings, take the gold!
Seriously, I can't believe that actually worked. And as I told you, they are susceptible to instant death. Well, here's one person that's not susceptible to instant death. Elma.
I'm gonna whack you good!
Oh lord. Elma has magic. And when it comes down to Elma, you want to go on ahead and get rid of Elma. Thank God we did that so quickly. She has not so mighty guard as you saw there, and yeah, you want to dispel that too.
Magnificent, Lady Yuna. Elma, you too fought well. Learn from this defeat. Commander, who will be next? What? Will no one step forward? Well, I guess we're done.
You're forgetting someone.
Me? Lady Yuna, if I may?
I'd be honored.
The honor is mine. Please be gentle.
Remember when I said that all relaxation missions are over with? I wasn't kidding. Lucille. She has 9,000 HP, however, she actually casts Doom on the party. Well, party members, provided she hits them. She's pretty much tougher than Elsa in that department. She starts off the fight with a light screen. Just dispel it, or use moves that bypass it. Say like cheap shot, scatter shot, or what's the other thing? Oh, that's for the gunner actually, but there are something else that can bypass. Oh yeah, that's right. Ugh. Excuse me. Magic from the Black Talbot, no, the Shining Mirror Garment Grid, that's right. Magic from the Shining Mirror Garment Grid, as well as, magic from the Chaos Maelstrom Garment Grid and the, Megado Garment Grid. However, Chaos Maelstrom would be more available to you than Megado, because by this time you haven't gone to the Far Plains yet. Yeah, it's best to switch to a form that is not affected by death. So if they do attempt to, one-hit kill you, you'll be able to survive the battle. Well, by they, I meant, Lucille. Well, Irma also is not as hard as one would think. I mean, yes, she does get a little hectic with items, and yes, she does have a move that'll cast slow and stop on your party, but at least, Irma is more of a manageable boss than what Lucille is, because you got to beat her and try to reduce her HP. At the same time, you might want to be careful with Lucille.
Commander! Thank you, Lady Yuna. It was a good match.
You really are amazing, Lady Yuna.
You were incredible too, Commander. Now is the perfect time for me to tell you something that has been on my mind. It concerns the Youth League and Spira's future. When the calm arrived 2 years ago, it echoed deep in the hearts of Spira's youth. With Sin's defeat, we had lost not only our mortal enemy, but also our purpose in life. I too felt lost. I did not know what direction to take, where to channel my energy. It was Maven Nooj who guided our lost generation to a new purpose, to uncover Spira's true past. This is the same man who was once called Deathseeker, who made no attempt to hide his despair. What caused Maven Nooj to change? That is not for us to know. Nonetheless, under Nooj's leadership, we finally found a way to apply our strength. But look at us now. The power we hope to use for good has intoxicated us all, even Nooj. The Youth League is in danger of becoming a mindless band of thugs that know only violence. A power that destroys rather than creates, without meaning, no better than sin. Do you remember why the Youth League seeks the truth behind Spira's past? Because Spira's past is the foundation for its future. Our power exists so that we may cut a new road to a new age. An age where children will never have to lift a sword.
Well, this episode, well, even though it's lagging, is complete. But we will have to return to Mushroom Rock Road in just a little bit. For now, we're going to have to turn our attention to returning back to Mi'ihen High Road. And there's a reason why we are going back to Mi'ihen High Road. And it is because, not of grinding, but because of the fact that now that we have chocobos, there's places we need to explore. So, we'll start off on the ship for now, and end up going straight to Mi'ihen. Where, if you come at this particular screen, right before you make the jump, it'll ask you, am I ever, when you're trying to do the jump, and you just say, sure, go on ahead. No, wait. Actually, am I ever is what you're supposed to say. Damn it, I kind of screwed that one up. But what I was trying to show off, actually, and this is on the way to the front entrance, that was basically leading us to getting Victor Primoris completed. No, not Victor Primoris. What in the world was the name of that Dressphere? But nonetheless, we found the piece for it, and it's in the same spot, except the chocobo is going to go down instead of up. So, yeah. Oh, right. The name of the Dressphere is Full Throttle. I just thought about that. So we just got Victor Primoris for Paine's Full Throttle Dressphere. So now let's go back to the Youth League. And right here, we also got the Machina booster for Rikku. So pretty soon, not only will Rikku and Paine be able to see firsthand how a real special Dressphere is supposed to look, but also they themselves will have one as well. Now then, since we're here, there's a few things we need to get. First and foremost, we need to pick up the snapping turtle. Not snapping turtle, what am I talking about? I'm falling asleep and I'm saying ridiculous things. I meant to say crystal bangle. Oh my god, I apologize for that. Jesus. I meant to say crystal bangle. But anyway, we've got the third crystal bangle in my party. So now my entire party has a crystal bangle. And before anybody says that's because you got 99%, you do realize that you can get a crystal bangle as early as chapter 2, right? You don't say! So let's go on ahead and climb up and go straight into Nooj's headquarters. If I'm able to do that correctly, which I am at the second try, but still. I'm going to save this because I'm going to make sure that nothing happens to where my Dressphere that I just recently acquired one of the pieces for does not lose it. Okay, 2 Dresspheres that I have acquired one of the pieces for do not lose those parts I just found. So yeah. Just making sure there aren't any stray treasure around here. You never know. There's always a treasure chest where you least expect it. That's how the chapters basically work. We weren't able to thoroughly check the headquarters 2, nor 3 for that matter, but at least we were able to find stuff lying around outside of the Youth League headquarters. So now all we have to do is talk to Lucille, and that's the last thing we do before we call it a game. So I just got finished talking to Becklum. Becklum is pushing papers because Yaibel was joined in the tournament.
Yaibel, your unit will work with machine faction forces.
Understood.
Elma, you and your men will patrol the high road. Only be sure to avoid stirring up New Yevon. I'm on it!
You seem pretty busy.
Ooh, must be fun to fire off orders like that now that you're the Maven and all.
Well, I'm only the acting leader.
Acting leader?
That's right. There is only one man fit to be the Maven. Oh, before I forget. This is for you, Lady Yuna. I hope that it will help you understand Nooj a little better.
Well, Lucille just gave us the Death Seeker orb, so we're just gonna have to go back and watch it. Just like all the other Crimson Spears. Which I will be literally shoving into a sealed door in the Den of Woe. But nonetheless, let us excuse this place, because we don't want to start any unnecessary trouble with the Youth League. Also, I, pretty much, how should I put it, went out the back door. So, yeah, the back door is a balcony as well. Nonetheless, we got what we came here for. Let's go home and watch this Crimson Spear. I'm surprised she doesn't have to go a home that she could call her own. Or if she did, she some way, shape, or form screwed it up. Alright.
My last mission with the Gullwings.
What is with this last mission thing? Well, sorry. Time for us to watch that Crimson Spear we just watched. Well, it's not really a Crimson Spear. It's actually a spear known as the Death Seeker.
Sir, why don't you get some rest? You look ill.
Not ill. Broken. My body is half machina. I'm kept alive beyond my time. Calling me unsent would only be half wrong.
I haven't heard you talk like that for quite a while.
Even now, there is something inside me that craves death. Could it be my flesh wants freedom? Or maybe the cold machina inside it wants company? Or perhaps something else inside me that despises life?
Sir!
Something wrong with a leader that seeks death?
Were you not the Maven, I would knock some sense into you.
It's quite absurd, really. I profess to seek Spira's true nature, and I do not even know my own.
Well, now that we finished watching this spear, I justifiably think that this is done. This is RVMan985. See you guys in part 52, when we continue taking down hotspots for 100% completion.